Me and Augustine?
Yeah.
Driving on the scooter?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going, where are we going?
We're going to check the biogas.
We're going to check the biogas.
Yeah.
Alright. Hello everybody. My name is Adam Sauer, and I would like to tell you about a trip I went on this summer with 9 other students and 2 instructors from The Ohio State University to Ghana. Now, Ghana is in West Africa, and it's a country that's seen a lot of development relative to the area that it's in. Now, I'm going to start out with a little tour of our trip just so you guys can see where we went and what exactly we did. So this is Ghana, and we flew into Accra, which is the capital of the Greater Accra region. It's also capital of the country. Ghana is broken up into 10 regions, and we actually ended up spending most of our time in the Ashanti region. From Accra, we drove up one of the major highways to Kumasi, which is the capital of the Ashanti region, and then from there, we traveled further up to the Afinso North District, which is one of the more impoverished districts of that region. And this is where we spent the majority of our time. Now, I myself, as an electrical engineer, am very interested in the energy infrastructure, and I ended up teaming up with Natalie McLean, who is an environmental science major. Together, we joined forces and looked at a number of different methods in which energy was consumed and what kind of effects that had on the environment. As we were traveling throughout the country, it was very interesting to see some of the issues that lead to pollution around the world that we're not always used to. One example is waste management. It's very common to see people burning their trash because there's no other way to really get rid of it. In addition, a lot of people will go searching for firewood to use to cook, and over time this will have an effect on the environment. You know, you're polluting the air and you're causing things like deforestation. Now, back in 2011, there was another group of students on this trip, the same trip, that came and ended up building a biogas digester, which basically takes cow manure and other organic waste, and what it does is the enzymes and bacteria that were in the cow's stomach digest and break down a lot of the organic material that's in that food waste. Basically what this does is releases methane, which you can store and then later use as a cooking fuel. So what we did to build upon this is we went out and looked at other methods of cooking and storing fuels and how this might be able to be implemented using similar technologies. So we went to the markets and really looked at what local materials were available to build this kind of technology. You know, what could be used to store the gas that is produced from this that will feed the burners for your cooking. Then we also looked at what local options there were for just the digester itself and how it's all contained. And as biogas is one potential source of energy, we wanted to also build a better understanding of the energy infrastructure as a whole. So we were fortunate enough to get a tour of the electrical substation that ties together the north and south power grids for the country. We also had an awesome opportunity to work with this guy named Augustine Yaboa. He is the electrician for the entire district. We saw the duties that he goes through on a daily basis to maintain the electricity for the area. And also we just got to see so much that really revealed to us the electrical infrastructure that they have there. We bought a local phone so we could learn how the telecommunications infrastructure was, because even though it's not energy, it's still so important because it affects how we coordinate our efforts for the projects and how we can communicate in the long term to keep in touch. From there, we actually took a little bit of a detour and we went to explore some of the local schools. It was very interesting because, for one, just to walk into a classroom and see what the kids are learning, what kind of environment they're in, and what materials they have for everything is very interesting to see and compare with, you know, everything we learned growing up as kids. In addition, we had the opportunity to see other successful efforts at improving schools so that you can provide more educational opportunities for more children. And then to sit down with the teachers and with the headmasters and the staff and to say, hey, we're a group of students and instructors from the Ohio State University, and we've been working, you know, pretty hard to work on a number of these sustainability issues, and we really think there's a lot of opportunity to work together, to share ideas, and to learn from each other so that when we develop our projects, we have a better understanding of who it's going to impact. Now, what myself and Natalie did was only a small portion of the entire program. Whereas we looked at energy and waste, other groups had their own agendas. We were all brought together by the Ghana Sustainable Change Program, which is an effort that has been going for a number of years from The Ohio State University to get students from a number of different disciplines: architecture, city and regional planning, environmental science. I myself am an electrical engineer. You have neuroscience, geospatial information systems, sociology, public health, the list goes on. We all came on this trip because we wanted to travel the world and experience some of the problems that we're facing as a planet, and to work together to develop sustainable solutions to solve some of those problems. Beyond that, just to get out there and explore a new culture and learn how people live in other parts of the world, and to maybe play a pickup game of football and score a few goals. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Peace.